right, this worksheet should be in front of you. It is conceptual multiplication number 2. Again, we will be solving each multiplication problem using the standard algorithm, this, and an area model, which you will draw here. The first problem is 27 times 65. So in our area model, 27 will be smaller than 65. So on top, I'm going to split it in half and have 20 and 7 because there's the value of 20 in the tens place and 7 in the ones place. Then on this side, I'm going to do 65. So in my tens place, I have 60, and in my ones place, I have 5. Now it's time to multiply them together. So we always start when we multiply with our ones column. So I'm going to multiply 7 times 5, and we'll get our answer in this box. What is 7 times 5? If you don't know, this is a place where you can write it to the side. If you do know, you know that it is 35. Now we will multiply 20 times 5. So 20 times 5 will lead us to this box. We know that 2 times 5 is 10, and then we add our extra 0 from the 20. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply 7 times 60, and that will give us our answer here. So if we don't know what 7 times 60 is off the top of our head, we need to multiply 6 times 7. If you don't know that, you should be writing it on the side. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. That is 6. 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 7 times 3, 7 times 4, 7 times 5, 7 times 6. So we have 42, but we still need to add that 0 from our 60. So we have 420. And lastly, we need to multiply 20 times 60. So 2 times 6 is 12. And then, of course, we add our 0 from the 60 and our 0 from the 20. Our last step is adding up each of the boxes. So I'm going to write 1,200 plus 420. And notice that I'm lining them all up. So the ones are all in the same column. The tens are all in the same column. The hundreds are all in the same column. Okay, now I'm going to add them up. 0 plus 5 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 7. And 1,000. Now we're going to solve our standard algorithm problem and see if we get the same thing. Now on our standard algorithm, again, we start in the ones column, just like we did over here. 7 times 5 is 35. So we put our 5 here, and we carry the 3. Now that we've multiplied 7 times 5, we need to multiply 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus the 3, 13. Since there's no other numbers to multiply here, we write it at the bottom. Now, I'm going to cross out the 5 because we're done using that one. And I'm going to cross out this number up here because we're not going to use that 3 again. And I'm going to put my placeholder down here, which this could also be written as a 0. Now I'm going to multiply 7 times 6. Okay, if I don't remember what that is, luckily I wrote my 7s over here. 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 7 times 3, 7 times 4, 7 times 5, 7 times 6 is 42. So I'm going to write my 2 below and my 4 on top. You'll notice that I also made my the numbers on top smaller, so I know they're not part of the equation. Okay, now I'm going to multiply 2 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 4, 13, 14, 15, 16. And since there's no more numbers over here, I'm going to write it down here. 16. Now I need to add up these two numbers, this one and this one. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. 1 plus 6 is 7. And 1 plus nothing is 1. We got the same answer here and here. So this answer is correct. In the next problem, we're going to do 92 times 38. So 92 is much larger than 38, so our rectangle will be much longer than it is wide. Now let's split our rectangle into 10s and 1s. So here we have 90 and 2 to make 92. And on the side we will have 30 and 8 to make 38. As always with multiplication, we start in our 1s column. 2 times 8 is 16. Then we'll do 90 times 8. So 9 times 8 is, if you don't know, time to write it off to the side. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 72. So 9 times 8 is 72. Plus we need to add this 0 from the 90. 720. Next, we will look at 2 times 30. 2 times 3 is 6. And we add our 0 from the 30, which makes 60. And lastly, we will multiply 90 times 30. 9 times 3 is 27. Then we need to add our 0 from the 30 and 0 from the 90. And now that we have all 4 of our boxes filled, we will add them up. So we have 2,700 plus 720 plus 60 plus 16. 6, 2, 8, 9. 7 plus 7 is 14. And 3,000. 3,496. Now let's figure out the standard algorithm to see if it is the same. Alright, again we start in our 1s column. 2 times 8 is 16. So I put the 6 down here and put the 1 on top. Then we'll do 9 times 8. 9 times 8, remember we just did that. 9 times 1, 9 times 2, 9 times 3, 9 times 4, 9 times 5, 9 times 6, 9 times 7. 9 times 8 is 72. Plus we add the 1, 73. We write it down here because there's no more numbers here to multiply. Now, we're going to cross out the 8 because we're done with it. We're going to put a placeholder down here and cross out the 1 so we don't get confused. Now let's multiply 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And then 9 times 3 is 27. And we're going to add them up. All right, 6 plus 0, remember we're adding now, is 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. 7 plus 7 is 14. Add your 1 up at the top. And 1 plus 2 is 3. 3,496 is the same that we just got on our area model. So this problem we also got correct. All right, now for the third problem. We have 39 times 67. So we are going to make our area model over here. 39 is shorter, so this length will be shorter than the width. So we split it into our 1s and our 10s. Our 1's value is 9 in 39, and the 10's value is 30. And then our 1's value is 7, and our 10's value is 60. Now it's time to multiply. We will start by multiplying our 1's times our 1's right here. 9 times 7. All right, these are two numbers that are difficult to know sometimes. So I'm going to skip count by 7's. And I expect on your paper, if you don't know your multiplication facts by heart, to be skipping with me. 7, 14, 21, and I want to see you, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. That is 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 7 times 3, 7 times 4, 7 times 5, 7 times 6, 7 times 7, 7 times 8, 7 times 9 is 63. So 63 goes in the box to get 9 times 7. Now we need to multiply 7 times 30. Off the top of my head, I do not know what 7 times 30 is, so I take the 3 times the 7, and I get 1, 2, 3. 7 times 3 is 21. And then I add the 0 from the 30, 210. Now it's time to multiply both of these numbers by 60. So we start with 9 times 60. Or 9 times 6. 9 times 6, if you don't know, I should see on your paper, skip counting by 9's. I do know though. I know that it is 54. And the 0, 540. And the last thing we're going to do on the area model is 30 times 60. So we can take 3 times 6 and get 18. Then add the 0 from the 60 and the 0 from the 30. Lastly, I need to add up each of the boxes, each number in each quadrant. So I have 1,800, 540, 210, and 63. And I'm going to add them up. And I get 3, 11, 8, plus 1 is 9, plus 5 is 14, plus 2 is 16, and 2. So 2,613. Now I'm going to do my standard algorithm and see if I get the same answer. So I'm going to start with 9 times 7. Because we just did it over here, I can see 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 7 times 3, 7 times 4, 7 times 5, 7 times 6, 7 times 7, 7 times 8, 7 times 9 is 63. Now I will do 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is 21, and I need to add 6. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27. Now I'm going to cross out my 7, put my placeholder here, and cross out the 6 because we don't want to get confused. Now I'm going to multiply 9 times 6. 9 times 6 is 54. And 3 times 6 is 18 plus 5. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23. And of course, I add up my numbers. 3 plus nothing, 3. 7 plus 4, 11. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6, and 2. That's the same number that I got here, so mine is correct. I hope this video was helpful and that now you feel very confident about doing area model.